My old buddy Dan's going to take us back to Los Angeles in the 1960s with a five-person group made up of three Canadians and two Americans called Buffalo Springfield. After about 3 years together, the band broke up and they released an album called Retrospective. Dan?
I picked up the Retrospective vinyl LP about probably 1970, 71. And it covers their short but definitely influential career as far as, country rock, folk rock. They recorded only 3 studio albums, but as Bob mentioned, the founding members went on to have long, iconic careers. Their sound is a mix of rock and roll and country. Their first single, Nowadays Clancy Can't Even Sing, was released a little bit of not too much fanfare.
Saying, baby, that don't mean a thing, 'cause nowadays Clancy can't even sing.
This was in 1966, and if you think about 1966, what was going on? Folk rock, of course, was starting to emerge, primarily through the Byrds. Dylan's breakout with him going electric. So they combined these elements, and there was some, of course, a lot of things going on, in the country, some social unrest. And anyway, there was a demonstration down on, Sunset Boulevard, and Stephen Stills was there and decided to write a song about it. It's called For What It's Worth. Everyone who's not a Buffalo Springfield fan is most familiar with this song.
I think it's time we stop, children. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
The song pushed them over and got them on the airwaves. Other subsequent singles didn't really hit too much, but for myself, back to Retrospective, this album really showcases the burgeoning talents of Neil Young and Stephen Stills. I love Neil Young's Mr. Soul. When he wants to rock, he rocks. And, you can see a genesis of this from the song Mr. Soul to when he hooks up with his solo career and Crazy Horse. And Stills, he's multi-talented on instruments. Richie Furay provides excellent backup vocals, plays a lot of 12-string. The other songs I think that are on Retrospective that are I just love are Stephen Stills' Bluebird, which showcases it's a longer cut. I think it's a precursor to Sweet Judy Blue Eyes in terms of a longer song. In the song Go and Say Goodbye, which he also wrote, there's a mix of there's some banjo in there, but it's all up tempo. On Neil Young's side, he has a longer song on here called Broken Arrow, which, talks about the plight of a Native American. And it too is broken up in a couple different instrumental suites. The singing, the production is top notch on here. I think they were there. They broke the ground for the Laurel Canyon rock sound, which was to come later. Other songs I would recommend highly on here is Expecting to Fly, which is a Neil Young song. It's a Neil Young ballad, and it's he's hitting his high notes, and it's like a dreamlike song. It's the production, and it is a little bit, there's a lot of strings, a little bit heavy.
The sale of that album benefited from, Crosby, Stills, and Nash, and then Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young generating, some backward interest. So yeah, I think a lot of people were like me. That's where they went first.
How long does it take to make a record? That's like how long does it take to build a house?
It takes us about anywhere from 2 hours to 4 weeks to make a record.
Really that
Some
long?
of them take a while. Yeah, we're new at recording.
No,
We're new at,
you're modest. The reason it takes so long is you're a perfectionist, I would imagine.
Now you got the right to sing the old man blues. They're trading your Playboy for some hush puppy shoes. One more time.